So today we're going to do the dish that I like to introduce the guest to, and it's kind of marrying old with new. I'm taking a technique that Dean Rucker, the former chef, in one of his cookbooks put out, and it's a miso glazed marrow. Marrow is a very prized fish, very deep water fish, so it creates a lot of oil, makes it real buttery in texture. So a very easy fish to serve to our guest. You can't overcook it. It's got so much oil in it. So, and what we do with that is we take miso paste, white miso paste. We've got mirin, which is a cooking rice wine, sake, which is rice wine, tamari, that's a wheat-free soy sauce. And I do the wheat-free to kind of, if I have gluten allergies, this kind of helps bridge that gap, and I can use the tamari for everything. And then ginger juice. We have a juicer here, so I just put knobs of ginger through the juicer and extract the juice. Mix these together, and you have a miso marinade. So right here we have our piece of marrow. Again, a really deep water fish, buttery in texture and in flavor. And we're just gonna pour this marinade over it, and we're gonna let that sit for a good 30 minutes to 2 hours in the refrigerator. Again, this is all out of the garden. This is where this inspiration comes from. So when we see these beautiful carrots, I want to serve them in the rawest form possible. They're already sweet. I want to serve these snow peas in the rawest form possible. So very little cooking is going into this, and I'm going to shove a superfood, 2 superfoods in this one dish, kale and black quinoa. Complete protein in itself, and a superfood with tons of vitamins in there. So, and then we're going to add some mushrooms at the end. So to start this, we're going to need a really nice and hot pan. And before we do that, we're going to take our fish, place it on a sprayed baking sheet. You want to put this in your broiler, your oven. Turn it on as high as it'll possibly go. And let that broil. You want to get a nice little caramel color on top of the fish. You want that miso to toast a little bit. So while that's in there, 5 to 6 minutes on the fish, we're going to start with a little bit of grapeseed oil. And I always say 2 ingredients really make this stir fry pop. Everything in between these 2 ingredients, it's up to you. You're going to start by sauteing the ginger garlic scallions. As soon as you smell those ingredients, you're ready to go with everything else. So we've got carrots, again raw, not blanched, snow peas, red bell peppers, and our kale. We're going to let that saute just for a minute. Now, because at the Golden Door we use such little fats, I need something to really keep this from burning. So I always have a cup of water next to our stove, and a little splash of this creates steam and helps sweat these vegetables a little bit faster. Now we're going to add the grain, and again we're using black quinoa. You can use any grain you want. Toss together. And then the other end, remember I said we bookend it with the flavor pro. So in the beginning, the ginger garlic scallions. At the end, we're going to use tamari. Pop that together, and it's as simple as that. Five to 6 minutes later, we have our nice piece of miso glazed marrow, garnished with some of these enoki mushrooms. And this is the dish we serve our guests every Sunday night. It's a miso glazed marrow with enoki mushrooms and a little vegetable stir fry.